Okay, and says we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And sorry, I've got a little bit of a minor delay here. I was having some technical issues. For some reason, it didn't want to recognize my cameras. But I think I'm good now. I'm going to post up some information in the chat, which I usually do in advance, but I didn't have a chance to do that tonight. Like I said, because of some technical issues here, so we will do that now. And just to put the usual stuff out there, if you're new, will email me there, and the email's in the chat. And let's see here, we'll put this next couple of items in here. And I just got this all nice. Oops, missing a letter here. There we go. And I do my invoices through PayPal, and I do my shipping through Pirate Ship, which I recommend to everyone. I often bump into people at the post office. I know it says, "Are you shipping by Pirate Ship? Because you can save you some money." And I've had a lot of people get back to me and say, "Wow, you can't believe how much money you saved me." So yeah, it's cool. We just shipped some stuff off to Arizona for my granddaughter's friend from college, because she isn't coming back for this semester, and so she wanted to ship her stuff back home, and I said, "Well, I'll save you some money." So, okay. So, let me see. So we do bidding in dollar increments or more, up to $10, $2 more after that. If it's, I post sold in the chat, then it is sold, and bids that follow after the sold are null and void. So got to be quick sometimes. If I have silver, and I do have some silver items tonight. I have some gold tone items, no gold items. No gold items tonight. But I do have a couple of silver items, and I'll tell you about them when I get there. I guess that's it. For those of you new, we are up in northwest Vermont. No, we didn't get any snow from the big storm that clobbered up north in Florida, Georgia, and Texas, and Louisiana. In fact, it was a funny thing on our local news. They showed Burlington, Vermont, which is about 18 miles from me, and Plattsburgh, which is across New York, across the lake. They had about 2 inches of snow on the ground. And I mean total. That's it. They had more snow in New Orleans on the ground at 6 inches than they do here in Burlington. Now, that's not true where I am. I'm in the mountains, and we held on to most of our snow. We had a bit of a warm spell that came through, and it cut it down some. But we had one big storm, dropped, they said 11.8 inches of snow here in Underhill. No big deal to us. We're used to it. All my vehicles are all-wheel drive. All my snow tires and all, and we get around no problem, and we are well stocked for food and whatever. Got a generator for backup if things ever happened, all that kind of stuff. So we're good. There goes my camera again. It was not unplugged. I keep saying my camera was unplugged. All right. Hi, Marilyn. Let me just check my camera connection here real quick. Give me a moment. That's not it. That's not it. No, it is not unplugged. All right, let me switch cameras real quick here. See if it'll pick up the other camera. I'm going to run into this. Oops, here we go. Yeah, I picked up that camera okay. There we go. Okay. Weird. There's something weird here. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I threw a dummy avatar out there just in case I needed one for something. Mostly when I'm with somebody else's auction and I don't want my camera to be on, because I usually just the one camera when I'm doing other people's auctions. And well, actually, it's not true. I use both. But anyway, so yeah, I need to come up with a better one. It's a simple one, but it works. Okay, so as I said, weather-wise, we just had bitter cold, which is not unusual for us. I think it got to the coldest night was last night, 6 below zero, not including the wind chill factors. So. It's not like the lawyer looked like a cat during anyway, so our poor little dog, she's a Basset Hound mix, and her back feet get to her when it gets below zero. So gotta rush her out there and rush her back in, make sure she does her business quickly. So fortunately she's not on leash or anything like that, so I can just open the door and let her out. But once I can tell when she starts getting into trouble, we start lifting her little feet because they're getting cold. And I've tried the mushrooms. We've tried the mushroom stuff, which is a wax you put on their feet. It protects their feet from things like salt and rough surfaces and stuff, but it doesn't help much with cold. Yeah, yeah, you guys were pretty cold out there. Yeah, we got a lot of wind as well. We had some wind, but nothing like with some of the places we're seeing. So, and I know I just saw where they said Minnesota was back up into the teens again. But the cold spot out this way was Berlin, New Hampshire, which is about 2 hours from me, maybe 2.5, but straight across, directly east from us. They were 25 below without the wind chill. That's just what they were. And Saranac Lake was around the same. That's over in the middle of the Adirondacks. So there were some cold spots, but we did okay. Like I say, we got the wood stove going. That helps add on to what the furnace is doing. So keeps the furnace from running quite so much, which is good, and keeps the house comfortably warm. So, and if we did lose power, we'd have at least some heat there. So, I don't think she got. I think she's further enough south down near Clearwater. They got cold, but they don't think they got snow. I would have heard. She said if they were going to get snow, she would have sent me a picture. And I didn't get one, so I'm assuming she didn't. So they were getting a lot of rain and cold, but the New Orleans, I saw the pictures, and the Panhandle of Florida. It was some Perdido Beach, I think it was the name of it. I'm getting it wrong probably, but they were showing this beach on the ocean that was covered in snow up in the Panhandle. Probably not too far from Pensacola in that area. I guess Tallahassee got hit. So basically northern Florida, pretty much all the southern states, starting from Texas on over. Arizona was out of it. I know that much because I have a co-worker in Arizona, and he said they were fine. So, and he's far enough north in Arizona that they do get snow on occasion. So, it's pretty gruesome, and they don't know what to do with the snow down there. I mean, it just shuts everything down. The only ones that probably get through it are the snowbirds that go down there. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, probably are gonna have some problems with anything going down there for sports. So, but okay. Anyway, what's the nice good thing is the days are getting longer. It's now daylight up to about 5 o'clock. So, which is good, and getting longer. And that makes it nice. And we had a nice sunny day today, despite it being only I think a high of up to maybe 10. Yeah, maybe 10 degrees, 10, 12 degrees in that range. So, but it's going to warm up by the weekend in the 20s and 30s, which is more typical for us. And maybe some snow, but I guess not a big deal. Alrighty, speaking of cold weather, let me think here. So I did cover everything, I think. Yes, I did cover all my usual stuff. And I appreciate all you being here. I usually try to mention if you are watching this video later, either tonight or another day, and something did not sell, you can email me about it, and that's been happens with a lot of folks. It's actually happens more often than you'd think, so it's not a problem. I do have an eBay channel out there. Actually, it's been pretty active lately, which has been good. So it's been nice. I think people are back into with the winter weather, shopping online and finding bargains. So, and I have some decent stuff out there on eBay. Quite a variety of stuff actually. So. But anyway, I did post for those. If anybody follows me on Facebook or Instagram, I did post some pictures when we had a snowstorm out there, and I am on Instagram by my name, I believe. I have both my business out there on Instagram as well as my personal on Instagram. I may have posted it to both places. I can't recall. So, but anyway, but yep. Okay, let's get started. Chit chat. Like I said, I got a late start and chit chatting here, and I don't want to stay up too late tonight. So let's switch cameras. Change my settings here, and go to my other camera on the table. And okay, so I am going to show some stuff I don't normally show tonight. Some clothing, just a couple of things of clothing, and some collectibles. What these are brand new vintage leather Italian leather gloves. Let me get it out. I'm trying to get the light on so they're brown. They may appear black on the screen, but they actually are brown. Let's see if we get the light on here better. so it doesn't fall over. I don't know if that helps. That didn't help much. I'll bring them up close to the camera. They even still have the tag on it here. And what's interesting about this, I had never seen this before. These are a size 6.5. I didn't know gloves came in sizes. I used to guess seeing, come on, focus. There we go. Leather stretch brown. I don't know what the Lab SRL means. Maybe that's the manufacturer. I have no idea. But these are Italian leather. I think this one's getting better, easier label to get to because that one's on the thing. But 6.5. Genuine leather made in Italy, 100% wool lined. And I say that because if you're a person who's sensitive or allergic to wool, you might want to know that. So let me get the glove up close. You can see there's a nice pattern to it. And you can see the brown color when I get it up close like that. And I have seen these things going for, I think, 40, 50 bucks or something like that. So I'm gonna give you a deal. I'm typing it in here. Leather gloves. We'll start this at $10. Oops, I misspelled Italian. Let me write that better here. Hang on. Okay. So, picture here. So yeah, these are really, really nice gloves. They're, like I said, brand new. They have this pattern on the back side here on the back of the glove. I didn't know gloves came in sizes. To be honest with you, I guess but I think that's a good deal. I think even if you're a reseller out there, you could probably take this $10 and turn it around, make another $10 on it. I just didn't bother to put them out there on eBay. I just came across them today when I was digging through some stuff, and they actually came from in the States. So I have no idea what the woman paid for them. There's no price on the tag, just the code. So I didn't try looking that up yet or anything. You can sometimes look these up, and sometimes you get lucky and find out what the UPC code means. But in this case, I didn't bother. Like I said, I don't know what the Lab SRL means. I didn't look it up either. I did look up Italian leather gloves and wool lined, and like I said, I was seeing people asking, $50 in that range kind of thing. So yeah, it's a good value, I think, and I just, because it's so restricted in size and stuff like that, I figure there's a very limited audience for that. So I know bringing it up tonight may or may not be interesting to anybody, but if you're a reseller, like I said, there's a lot of room on this. So yeah, I thought I'd put it out there for another reseller to try if they want try and sell it for more. I'm about to put some more stuff out on eBay, so I may just do that with these, I guess, if I take the time to do it. Put them out there for $20 or whatever. See if anybody jumps on them. But I don't see anybody jumping on them, so I'm going to pass. And we'll show, I'm going to get to the jewelry here in a bit. I know, and it's mostly what I'm going to have tonight is jewelry. And you saw some candles. So let's do that. Let's do the candles now. Let me do that next. And these are obviously Christmas rated. This is a glass jars with a glass top. Let me bring the camera down so it's at a better angle here. There. And this is, it says, calls Bring Joy to Life Cinnamon Cashmere Scented Candle, 18 ounce, 510 grams. It's a glass top, brand new, both of them. I'm going to call this the cinnamon glass candle. And we'll start. What did I put that down for? I can't remember now. It wasn't much. $4 each. Let's do a buy it now. How's that sound? Because they're heavy, so I know the shipping is going to be, unless I combine it with something else. If you're buying more than one item, it's probably not a bad deal. But there they are. These labels are still on the bottom. They're all in good condition. No chips, no nicks, nothing. They'll they're an ideal condition. Oh, I see Marlini's in there for $8 both, so they are sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me set that right there. Okay. What's next? Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. I have no idea if there's any interest in this kind of stuff out there anymore. But these are these collector plates, and so these are in the original box. I have to bring the camera up again. And so they're in the original box, and the writing is on by they're made by this America's oldest fine name in fine china, made in West Virginia, Newell, West Virginia, by Edwin M. Knowles. Okay, and so this particular one, if you're a movie buff, is Clark Gable, and just says Clark Gable, little girl. Somebody hand wrote on there. In excellent condition, has a certificate of authenticity, comes with it. It's got somebody's signature on the bottom here. That glare off there. And it's even numbered. Oh, 11498B. Let me get the light off of there. So there we go. Not so much glare on the glass from the light. And yep, from Gone with the Wind, exactly. We'll say $5. How's that? And you can see it comes in the original packaging. Of course, when I ship stuff like this, I really wrap the bubble wrap to it anyway. But it does have the certificate. It is numbered. So any interest in something like that? And again, I gather this is a unique collectible in the sense of they used to be people used to love collecting these things and display them. Obviously, you're not going to use this as a piece of dinnerware. But if you're a Clark Gable or movie buff or Gone with the Wind buff, I have no idea what the value of this is. I actually didn't look this one up, so I may be way under or right on. I have no idea. I just didn't bother to look this one up. I have a handful of these, so that we got. It came from a different estate, and so I thought maybe see if anybody was interested at that price or more. But I didn't put it up there. Let's put it up there on the screen. But yeah, I don't know. I assume the one I'm sure there's somebody somebody who's a Gone with the Wind movie buff, or you could Google it, find out who the little girl is. Anyway, that's pretty cool, I thought, and it's an excellent condition in the original box. Packaged really, really well with the authenticity. Box is a little faded and discolored from age, but that's about it. I didn't see a date on it. There might have been a date on the back of the plate. I didn't pay attention. But okay, well, we'll pass on that. And again, if anybody sees that later on, or if you think if you're a reseller and you say, hey, I can think I can make a few bucks on that, I'll buy it off you to turn around and resell it. Go for it. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with. Let's go with this one, I guess. I've got a really nice, looks like power shell style necklace. Let me bring this down so it's closer. You can see it better. Let me get the better light on it. There we go. And I think the length of that looks like about 14 or 15 or 16 in that range. I'm going to guess 16, but 16, yep. And it's a screw type, barrel type clasp on it. with a leather. This is a leather uh, strand on it. So let's see. I'm gonna misspell power here, so probably. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Oh wow, this is gonna go for a deal. $3. I misspelled power, I think, but that's all right. P-A-U-A. I thought that's the way I spell it. Maybe wrong. I don't know. Maybe abalone. Let me show you. Oops, let me get the glare off it again. There. And you can see the size of it there. The back is white, like that. So that's the way it looks. And it's heart shaped, of course, as you can well tell. I didn't see any markings anywhere on the bail. Nope. Just double checking. Anybody interested? I see Marlene in at 3, so we'll say going once. Oh, okay, sure. I can keep that. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Melanie for $3. Thank you, thank you. I'll take it off there right now, if I can. It may. I'm wondering if the class will get passed. I may have to mess with that a little bit. Oh no, I think I'll have to undo it. So that's okay. Not a big deal. I have the pliers and equipment for that. We'll take care of that for you. All right. Sit right there. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Oh, I almost forgot the other as well here. And power shell, maybe. If I can find it. I just had it on my list now. No, that's not it. There it is. Okay. Alrighty. How about I'm going to throw some of the unusual stuff up front and in the auction here, and then we'll come back. How about a really giant soup bug? And I say this is pretty big. It is, I think, 25 fluid ounces. So I have one very similar to this that I use all the time. It's perfect. If you're a Progresso soup, if you like Progresso soup, which is the brand I usually get, just knock the microphone over. If you like Progresso soup like that, the size can that those come in, you can fit the entire thing inside that and then just zap it. It is microwavable. It says home for the holidays. Obviously, this is a leftover from Christmas. It's got a plastic lid with a vent. There. Oh, it says Joseph A. Collection soup mug. And like it says, it is oven safe, microwave safe, dishwasher safe. And what did I say? So soup mug. We'll start this at $3. Anybody interested? It's brand new, obviously. Never been used. And it's, it's not heavy, but it's, you want to see the top? Yes. Mm-hmm. Top is plastic with a vent. Actually, you get this little thing here. You can actually turn the dial on it and I guess set the time that you want for, but there. And it says safe to store in the refrigerator or freezer. Pop-out steam lit vent. But, okay, well, I meant to say buy it now, by the way. So I'm going to say sold That wasn't supposed to be a starting bid. That was supposed to be a sold. I mean, buy it now. Sold to Lenny. I missed. That was my mistake. For $3. Just realized that when I start typing the going once and say, no. Thank you. Okay, put that up here. Oh, I think I've shown one of these in the past auctions. I'm going to show it again on the necklace. This may be I showed this style. I don't know if I showed this particular type of stone. Let me get the lighting on it up here. The light doesn't want to cooperate tonight. It keeps moving around on me here. There. The stand is the most unstable thing. Okay. So this is on a gold tone chain. The stone in there is Adventurine. Can I turn that down a little bit? Maybe not. Let me just turn it away so it doesn't go so intense. Venturine. Yeah, I spelled that right. We'll start this at $6. And I'll bring it up close here. I'm going to take it off the stand. Is when you see how it lays, but it really is going to look better on my hand. So you can see there's a dragon here on this in gold. Yeah. Try and get that position so I can see it better. There we go. And the Adventurine stone in there. Focus now. Come on. There we go. And this is a style of clasp. Come on, focus. It's that style of clasp, the old lobster claw clasp. I want to say this is 20 or 18 inch chain. 18-inch chain. Yes. So is there, and well, let's leave that up there for the moment while I check off this list of things that I've done. And what did I do with that one? Oh yeah, there it is, right at the top of my list. Okay. All right. Well, I know what I'm going to show next. If I can somehow properly. We'll get to it in a second. And it's going to be kind of an out of wrong season for selling this kind of thing, but I like to look ahead a little bit. It's not, I know, I should have dug around into my stuff for the Valentine stuff. I know I have a few items, but I don't know where I put them. One of the projects I have in mind is to empty this room out that I'm sitting in completely, clean it, and then move everything back in more methodically so I can find things. I mean, the things I'm selling on eBay I have set aside, so those I can always find. But the other stuff I do for the auctions and stuff is really a mishmash of boxes and bins and bags and you name it. So I need to. And there's some other things that some people have helped. Clear boxes, yeah. And I've got a few of those, but I usually just label the boxes with some duct tape and Sharpie, so I know what's in them. But at least the general idea of what's in them. But anyway, yeah, because I carry. I mean, as I've mentioned in the past, I carry some really unusual stuff besides vinyl albums and books. I also have a lot of artwork. I have a lot of collectibles, toys, and and clothing, and not a lot of clothing, but I have some. And so most of the clothing ends up online. So I will pass on this, but it's just a matter of just getting organized, and I'll get to that. I got to do my inventory soon anyway, so I have a really good accountant. She's really good at helping me with that kind of stuff and getting it organized. Okay, so yes, I did say I have a piece of clothing. We did that jewelry. Like I said, I'm going to be alternating. I'm going to make the jewelry towards the end, but in the beginning, we're going to start with these items. I've got a pair of brand new women's capris. I'm just going to try and lay them out here so I can bring the camera up and show you what they look like. I apologize, they're wrinkled. Yes, I know. It's just the way they were stored. I apologize for that. Yeah. Let me do it that way. So the tan color, that's what I would call, or tan. Maybe somebody would call it a beige. Maybe the tag says what it is. Capris. I think you said they were size 18, 20. New with tags. And what did she ask me this stuff? Oh yeah, so because they are brand new with tags, and I'm going to show you why I'm asking this price. At $15 stock. Okay, oops, I gotta get rid of this other thing and put that up. So these are brand new with tags, and the original price is $50. These are Elaine Bryant. And so it says garments been specifically dyed to achieve unique shade variations due to the dye characteristics. Color may transfer onto other garments upholstery to maintain color and avoid bleeding. Wash separately and follow instructions in the label side. That's the special care thing that came with it. There's the tag right there. Again, the Google tag they put in there. And the size. Crop. I don't know what that means. The color. Maybe. And it's got pockets here like this with these little ties on them. And here's the bottom. So you can see, what they look like on both sides. It's an elastic waist. Like I said, trying to give you a good deal, good brand, yep, good quality. Being Marty. Oh, welcome. Nice to see a new name. Love it. First time being. Oh, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to call you Marty instead of being. Well, I can say being Marty. It's not that long a name. Thank you. I'll look forward to getting your email. But anyway, so like I said, I don't do clothing very often. But wife said, hey, you know what? Maybe just see if anybody's interested, even though it's not quite the season for capris, not here anyway. But then we do have folks in Hawaii. We do have folks in Arizona and things like that sometimes tune in. So they still have warm weather in some of those places, despite the cold that hit the southern part of the United States. I think Miami was still in the 70s, at least as of this morning when I last looked at the weather. But that was about the only part of Florida that seemed to be warm was the very southern tip. So, but anyway, but there they are. We say brand new with tags, and even if you're a reseller, I think you could probably get, 25, maybe 30, because they are new. The original price was $65. Actually, they marked it down to $15.99. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Pennsylvania's getting it hit just as much with snow as we have been, I think, this winter. So yeah. I love Pennsylvania. Northwestern. Oh, I don't think I've been to Eastern Pennsylvania. We went to Gettysburg many years ago. That we loved it. Not familiar with that weather. Oh, I take that back. I've been to Pittsburgh for a wedding, so I had to fly into Pittsburgh. But that was a long time ago. Very long time. Yeah, long time ago. 20, I think 30 years ago. Yeah, 30 years ago, something like that. So I'm sure it's changed. Okay, well, no interest in the pants. That's okay. We will, capris, we will pass on that. And we will throw them out there in eBay. So, let's do some more jewelry. How about a pair of really interesting looking earrings? Yeah, connected together here. So I got to bring the camera down again to give you the best picture here of these. There we go. Okay, so you get to see them. And you see by my finger, they're roughly, I'd say roughly an inch in diameter. They're a rose gold color. Oh, really? Same county. I didn't know she was from Pennsylvania. So I'm not a person. I mean, I know about some people. I'm more into music than movies. My wife's in the movies. She would know that kind of trivia. Okay. Okay, what did I say? Rose gold color earrings. What did I write them down for? I don't think. $4 start. So now bring one of them up close so you can see a little bit more of the detail. They're not, they're just a band, band with this style that opens up like so. But it's really hard to tell sometimes, depending on what your monitor's like, but it is kind of a rose gold color. So, and while that is up there, I will check that off my list as shown. I'm trying to make sure I stay on top of things here as much as possible. Oh, the capris, I didn't mark that down. Yep. Okay. Next. Anyway, so yes, Marty, we are up in northwest Vermont. So about 18 miles outside of the city of Burlington. Everybody calls it the Queen City because it's sort of it's not the capital. The capital is Montpelier, so they call it that because it's bigger than Montpelier, but it is the largest city. Yeah, I guess it is technically the largest city in Vermont. Rutland being the second largest. Montpelier is actually one of the smallest capitals in the United States. And we're about 45 minutes, maybe an hour from the capital, something like that. So, depending on traffic, pretty much just an interstate drive away. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's under my name, George. So George Gallant, and I think it's georgegallant.50 or something like that, if I recall right. So, and I also have, Vermont Teddy Bear is in Shelburne, and it's about 35-40 minutes from me. Shelburne is the next town south of, you have Burlington, South Burlington, Shelburne. And so I've just gone through there many times. I've never been to the factory. You can get the tour and you can build your own teddy bear and all that kind of thing. I've never done that. I think my wife went once. Yes, I think she did. Many years ago. So it's a very popular thing and touristy thing to do. So, but, okay, we're going to pass on these. Actually, my wife has several Vermont teddy bears that I've got as gifts. She loves them. So I actually had some at one time to sell. I don't think I do anymore. I think they are all gone. They're not cheap. Okay. Okay, I had a candle earlier, and we're going to have another one, different kind. This is a Martha Stewart. Everyday glass top. Brand new. It is homemade sugar cookie. Stewart candle. Oh, I misspelled her name. We'll start this as, what was it, Martha Stewart I'm going for? $6. And this one weighs, does it say? It says anywhere on here what the size of it is. It's much bigger than the other one I had earlier. I'm trying to see the label here. This is 18 ounce or 510 grams. Like I said, brand new. Ooh, I smelled that when I popped that cover. So, it's in perfect condition, no chips or anything like that. I see Marlene at 6. So we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Marlene for $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Let's see. All right. This is an interesting necklace. I don't know. I wasn't even sure what I. No, I'm going to bring the camera up again because I'm putting it on the display here. So it is silver, I think, plated. I could not test it. It is, when I do the magnet test, it barely moves. So it tells me it's not silver, at least not 925. But I think it is silver plated. And that's my opinion. Okay, I'm just going to say that. There are no markings on it. It's got a standard clasp like that, a round type clasp. No markings. I'll show you the pattern. It's a very interesting pattern. It's flat, by the way, if you can't tell. It is flat. And I think I'm going to say so either 16 or 18. I'm usually pretty good at guessing these things nowadays, but this is sort of 16, maybe 17. That's why I was kind of iffy on this one. But so I'm going to put this as a silver plate question mark necklace. It is really pretty. So we'll start this at $8. Again, I bring it up close so you can see the pattern. Let me steady my hand here so it doesn't bounce around. I see it's a very interesting pattern in that chain. It's flat. And where did I do my magnet? There it is. So, let me put that up on the screen. So if I put, there it is. There's a magnet here on this, and you can see it just barely moves. It's not pulling it strongly. The only place it does that is on the clasp. The clasp is very magnetic. The roll round part of the clasp. So I thought, anybody's interested, like I said, I'm fairly confident that it's a silver plate, and that's why it's slightly magnetic. It might be over copper. I'm not sure. But we'll start it at $8. It is very nice. And it doesn't tangle up. I always, when I see these patterns like this, I always concerned that it'll bind or catch. But this one doesn't. It's very well made. It doesn't bind or catch. Pull that away for a bit. It's still not focusing very well, is it? There we go. That's a little better. So, anyway, and we'll leave that up there for a moment while I figure out what we're going to show you next. Yes. Okay, No interest in that. We'll pass on that. Pull that out of the way. I do have a 925 necklace coming up. Okay, we showed a plate earlier of Clark Gable. This one is a character many of you who are my age, 60s and 70s, will recognize. And this is Carol Burnett playing a character from Annie. If you recall the movie Annie, with her in it. What was the name of the character? Mrs. Hannigan. Hannigan. There's a certificate of authenticity here. Gives the name and everything. This is by the same one as I showed earlier, the Knowles Company. It is a numbered plate. This one is number 1932D. No, 1986. It does have a date on it. Limited edition of Annie, excuse me, and Miss Hannigan. Sorry. The sixth issue in the Annie Collector's Plate series, painted by William Chambers solely for this edition and is issued exclusively for Columbia Pictures by the Knowles China Company. This edition is strictly limited to a firing schedule of 100 days. It says copyright 1985 and some other number on the bottom. But, anybody that's a Carol Burnett fan might enjoy that. What was I asking for these? I forget. Oh yeah, $5. Carol Burnett plate. We'll start this at $5 if there's any interest. And it comes with the original. This is the original packaging. It's a little faded. This has obviously been set in some storage somewhere, I suspect. Yeah, she's still going though. She's 91 and still going. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to take off drop here. We catch a lot of her stuff on YouTube that's still out. That's now being some of the shows, actually the entire shows sometimes on YouTube. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna write that other thing down for. There we go. Anyway, so there's that. Again, it's a plate for show, not for food. And while that is up there, let me see what we're going to show next. I haven't shown any earrings, so we'll do that next. I don't think I have. No. We'll do that next. Okay. But yeah, you see the detail on that. All right. Next, it comes with a certificate. I have others of these too. I just grabbed a few tonight just to give you a sample of some of the things that are available. So we'll pass on that. Bring this back down. We'll do some earrings. I'm going to take them off the card here because I think it's easier to see them. These are pewter earrings. Anybody into the unicorns? Get the card out of the way. Where did I put those? There they are. We'll start these at $4. And you can see they're not that big. When I put my thumb next to them, I think they're like about 3/4 of an inch, maybe tall. Yeah, just about, maybe a little more, almost an inch. Show you up close here. What they look like. That's one side. There's the other. So, anybody interested in unicorns or unicorn earrings. Or I know a little girl who has pierced ears that is into unicorns. There's be okay for that. Like I say, they're a little sizable, so compared to my thumb here. So my thumb's roughly an inch across. So gives you a rough scale of where they are. I don't know what the posts are. The posts may be just stainless steel. I don't think they're anything else. They're just stainless. Okay. That's up. Let's see. What do we do next? Do that. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. We are doing okay here. The usual seasonal stuff we have to deal with. With this time of year, it gets very, very dry in our house. Even though we humidify it, it's really tough to keep it, especially with the wood stove going. Okay, no interest in the earrings. I thought somebody might be interested in those for themselves or for a little, a girl, I would say. I wouldn't say a little girl, but kind of large for a little girl. Put them back on the card so they don't get separated. A second. There. Okay. Now, we got the last round of candles here, I think. Yes. Oops. Okay. I'm going to do these as a choice. So let me write that up. Develop screen. Plague candle sets. And I'll explain what each one is here in a minute if you can't read it. What were they asking for these? I don't think it was much. Yeah. Do a buy it now. Let me make it easier. I'll do a buy it now of. I have no idea what to ask for these. Let's say $4. Give you a good deal for choice. So I guess when I say name it to claim it. Hey, can't type. My goodness, I'm terrible tonight. Name it to claim it. Ready? Oh, okay. So this one here is Smooth Bourbon and Oak. This one is called First Frost. Notes of frosted woods and eucalyptus. And this one is Autumn Spiced Apple with notes of apple and cinnamon. These are brand new. Never been opened. The Glade. I think, let me see, it says the size. 2 candles, 3.4 ounces each. Or 6.8 ounces total. Same thing on that one, same thing on that one. So they're all the same size. Oh, I see Marlene taking them all. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Misspelled all, but you know what it is. Okay, well, that was fast. Fortunately for me, Marlene, the box of stuff is sitting right here behind me, so don't have to go far to there we go. Okay, that's the last of the candles. put tonight. And I think this also, the gloves were the other clothing, which we showed earlier. The pants, the capris. So that's that. Okay, let's go with the 925. What did I do with it? Necklace. Somewhere in here. I've got two actually. I'm trying to find the other one. Is this it? Yeah. Let's go with this one first. No, I have not tested it, but I'm pretty confident that's what it is. Double check with the magnet test, but yeah, comes up clean. This thing is really long. I think it's 28 or 30 inch. Let's see here. Yeah, 30. I would say 30 inch. I'll show it up close in a minute. Oh, where am I here? I know. Pretty sure I wrote this one down. I didn't. But I'm going to say we'll start this at 15. And if I can, I will show you the markings here. See if we can get that to focus. Just one marking right there, and then the other side has the Italy. I know it's not coming out really good on camera here, maybe because the light's too much. No, that's not enough. But it's an interesting lobster claw style clasp. You can see. And I want you to see the pattern of the chain. It's very flexible, and it's kind of a double strand woven kind of piece, looks like. I guess you'd call it that. Really long. So thank you. I think that's a good deal. Yes, I agree. Anybody interested in that? It is long. I realize that, but there are applications for chains that long. And I didn't weigh it. I could if there's an interest, but I have my scale handy here. Looks like about 9.7 grams. Let me put it on hold here. It's falling off the scale. Yeah. 9 point, you can see that 9.68. You can see this, it is, again, nice quality, does not bind or kink. No interest in that? We can. No, I'll have another one I'll do in a bit here. Not right now, but I need to put something away here first. Stuff laying around, so don't want to lose anything. And And I think for the new person that's on, and maybe anybody else that's out there that's new, I work part time, work half days. I was retired for a while. Now I'm working. I asked the company I was working for before I retired. I was only working for them for a few years, but they really needed an engineer to come back. So I said, okay, I did, and they made it worth my while to come back. So I decided it would be a fun thing to do for a couple of years and then go back into retirement. We were involved with a lot of artificial intelligence stuff, which is in the news a lot lately. So I actually worked in artificial intelligence many years ago, and I wasn't originally doing that with this company when I retired from them, but they're getting into that now. Sure, Lynn, you can see it up close. Let me put 2 strands here on this. If we get it to focus, there we go. That's a good focus. Shows you the pattern nicely. It's like it looks like it's two. It looks like it's a woven strands. If you see what I mean, it looks like it's 2 strands that are woven together, sort of. And then there's the clasp. Get that on there. And the markings are on the. Oh, you can almost make. You can make out the marking on that one pretty clearly. You see that both the pieces are marked here. It's marked 925 Italy. 30 inches long, as I said in the title and description. Okay, let me see. What am I going to show next? I have one more non-jewelry item. I think I'll do that. And then we'll be pretty much all jewelry the rest of the evening. How's that sound? Okay. Like I said, I get this weird collection. Oh, Lynn, you wanted that 15? Okay, sure. Going once. Going twice. Last call. To Lynn for $15. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me put that. Actually, your stuff is sitting right next to me here as well. So I'll put it right there. I was busy in the last couple of days shipping things for eBay, so it's kind of nice. All right, this one is not a W. Knowles. This one's a different company, but it is made in the USA still. This is a WL George Fine China. And this is really for people who are nature enthusiasts, maybe is the best way to put it. If you don't recognize what that is, I will explain. That critter is native to our area, at least in New England. I think it's common throughout most of the United States. There it is. And it does come with a certificate of authenticity. As you can see on the back here, the black-footed ferret. We call it Fisher cat around here. So, by Will Wilson, and this is stated. It says the last of their kind, the endangered species, 1990, exclusive collection of painted Will Nelson's endangered animal species studies, sponsored and benefited by the Wildlife Society. And I don't see. Yeah, this is numbered as well here. Plate number, and copyright is. Can't make that. Try to see a date on it, but it's got to be. Well, it says 1990 in the middle, so could be when that date is. But there's a certificate that comes with it, and then there's also a booklet that comes with it that explains more about them. But we have these around here. Oops, I'm gonna get that other thing off the screen. Sorry. We call it a Fisher cat. Don't know where the name comes from, but I've seen I've seen them personally. They are a very interesting animal. You see them; they are very ferocious. They don't attack humans, but if you're in a rural area like us and you have a cat, they love cats. They love chickens. Um, any kind of fowl they can get their hands on. They'll eat mice and they'll eat, whatever. They are ferocious predator. We're gonna set this at $5. When you see them, you see that little hump. It's actually even more exaggerated than that when they're running. They kind of a very unusual animal to see, and they're very difficult to see. They are they tend to be very skittish of people, with a few exceptions. When he had a friend and neighbor further up our road, who was even more up into the woods than we are, had two cats. I say had because we lost one, and all they found you won't find much. If they get into your chickens, and we had chickens, if they get into your chickens, you might find a few feathers. They don't leave much behind. And he said he couldn't figure out why their cat wouldn't go outside, because it was sitting at the end of their porch waiting for the cat to come outside. So they're a ferocious and quite tough animal. So yeah, they look innocent, but this particular one, the ferret, yes. My daughter had a pet ferret, super sweet, much different animal. These are not. These are not. And I think I'll have to check, because to me they call it a black-footed ferret. To me, this is a little different than her ferret. Her ferret was much smaller and thinner and things. Yeah, that ferret. My daughter's ferret was a fantastic pet. She was so sweet. And we made these little things that because they love to crawl inside things. She absolutely loved it, and it was very sweet. They have a bit of a smell to them, even when they get descented, and you do have to get them descented. So I wouldn't say they were dangerous to people. They're very, very much. If they hear you coming, you'll never see them. I just happen to see them when they cross the road sometimes, or and like I said, my neighbor happened to see one because he was waiting for his cat. But we have seen them on our game cameras, but not too much in person. They're very secretive. So they're very quiet and very interesting. Anyway, I thought somebody might be interested in the plate. Who's a collector of sorts. So anyway, all right. Let's see. It was a really unusual, one of the more unusual plates that on that collection. This person had in the collection. Some of the other ones I have from that collection are The King and I. If anybody's a movie buff, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, where'd that go? I just had a necklace I wanted to show in it. It's held down, I think. Give me a second. Where'd it go? Well, I'll look for it after something else. All right. Oh, here it is. Okay, I've got a Liz Claiborne necklace. It was in the preview on the stand. And so I'll put that up and bring this down. It's got a copper and silver tone. It is not silver. Come on, focus. It is marked. So this is a Liz Claiborne necklace. Oops. I just spelled that too. Gracious. Necklace. We'll start this at $7. Okay. So I think I'm going to guess that it's 16 to 18, again, that range. Let me double check here for you. Not including the extension, and it is on the extension, so I've got to be careful here with this. Not including the extension, it is 16, and it has a 2-inch extension. So just so you see, there's the extension piece. It's this kind of a ropish like chain. No, let me put that up on the screen. We'll show that in a bit. And there's the insignia, Linz Claiborne insignia on there, as well as the back pendant itself has an LC and copyright on the back. So it is LCI, I think, actually. But it's Liz Claiborne. It's Liz Claiborne. Or maybe it's LCL. So, but it's a let me show this up close. I should show that part up close as well, shouldn't I? So you can see it. Kind of a copperish tone in the center. And there's that. Yes, I actually have a couple brooches. You know, I forgot. I'm glad you reminded me, because I haven't shown any of your brooches, so I've got a couple and a pin. So we'll do that. We'll do that next. You're gonna see, that brooch is gonna be interesting. You'll see why in a minute. Unfortunately, I wish I could say good things about it, but you'll see why I mean that. So, yeah, I looked this up. It was it has the LC on there, but I did find when I used Google Lens and looked it up, and sure enough, it's Liz Claiborne. Sure. So that was pretty easy to find, actually. Oh yeah, I've heard of that brand from Kohl's. Yep. All right, well, we'll pass on Liz Claiborne. That's okay. No, not a cursed object. It's you'll see. I'm gonna bring it up right now, and I'm gonna explain something about it. Okay, so this is the piece I think you were talking about. So I'm gonna call this the green pin brooch / pin. I'm just gonna say $2. I'll explain why. It's missing 2 stones. I think you can pick them out when I bring it up close. One right there near the top, and one around 7 o'clock if you use this as a clock. I think. Or is that right? No. I know there's 2 missing. One there. Let me see if I can get something to point. And one there. And I thought there was a second one. Maybe not. Maybe it was just my eyes. Look at it up in front of me here. Yeah, just that one. For some reason, that was 2. Anyway, because it's missing a stone, I'm thinking, I wish I had something the right size. I do have some small stones, a selection of little rhinestones and stuff. Just nothing that's quite that size, and it would look out of place. But anybody who does jewelry, they might have some stuff sitting aside. Can certainly help you out or whatever. But like I said, I'll throw it out there. And, I didn't throw the back, but here's the back. And this is also, it's got a gold tone clip on it, which is kind of interesting. But you can't tell that when you're wearing it. And actually, you really can't tell the stone's missing unless you look really closely. So, but there you go, broken neck. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, I did look to see if I had anything I mean, I've got literally bags of jewelry. But, but okay. That's what sold to Marlene for $2. Okay, thank you. Let me write that down. I got something I did was in the room here. Hang on a second. Old house makes weird noises sometimes. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. I do have another pin and some brooches and stuff coming up. Okay, I wrote that down. We're good there. Speaking of rhinestones, I do have a cute little bracelet. I may have shown this before. I can't recall. A cute little gold tone bracelet with rhinestones. Let me see if I get on my list here. Okay, come on. I know I've got it written down here somewhere. There it is. That little rhinestone gold tone bracelet. Yeah, I'll measure it here in a second. I think it's going to be 7. It's got the clasp it's got on it is this kind of opens up like so. So, and I won't include the clasp. Looks like it's 6.5 inches, roughly. If I measure it from there to the clasp, I'll say 7. 7-inch. What did I say I want for this? Not a lot. $5. We'll start that out. So just to give you, so you saw the clasp, the style of clasp it is, and you can see the rhinestones in it. If I lay it out like so, where it's nice and flat, you can see it really well. Very shiny. But 7-inch. Okay. I really don't have a lot in the way of bracelets tonight. I'll go with some earrings here. We haven't done earrings for a while. Yeah, because it's going to be all jewelry now, pretty much, until I wrap it up here. And then I think we'll probably wrap it up before 10:30, I suspect. I'm getting through my list pretty quickly here. Okay. Just ready to go. Sorry, just trying to set something up here for that's coming up. There. Okay. And we will pass on this. Put this back together. Side. Okay. I got some cute little heart shaped earrings on this card, gold tone. And $4 on these. We'll start with. Whoop, 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 whoop. Typo on my part. Hang on, let me get that off of there. Do it again. Try that again. Now I hit the caps lock. Good grief. Heart, earrings, starting bid of $4. There we go. That's better. Okay. So there are gold tone backing. Yes, that's you can see that there. I'm going to take it off the card, so it's the red. I think throws you a little bit. That's the way it came when I got them. So there's the, just to show you the picture or whatever it is. It looks like I guess that's supposed to be a, I don't know if that's supposed to be a rose or if that's supposed to be or another flower. There's the front, and then the back has got this pattern on it. But so there that is. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't see your bid, Lynn. I'll put you down. Hang on a second. Okay. You wrote it down here. Just to make it official. There. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And let me set that aside. And then that other stuff. Like I said, all your stuff is right near me. I had it all. Keep it all. Trying to keep everything in one place as much as possible. Thank you, Marlene, for pointing that out. This is where I wish one of these days I will convince my wife to get on her laptop and be my helper, my mod, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so there's the gold tone heart earrings. Like I said, this is looks like a kind of a flowery pattern here on there on one side, and the other side has this other pattern, which I have no idea what that means. There was no markings on here that I could find. I'm taking a double check here, but I didn't see anything. Very just okay, and then while that's there, I've got that ready to go. Okay, we will pass on that. Excuse me. And get those out of the way. And I've got a piece that is sterling. Marked sterling, I should say. Again, I didn't get a chance to test it, but it is not magnetic. It does pass the magnet test. And so I can demonstrate. No magnet. Does not magnetic. I will show you the marking in the back. Oh, come on now. Goodness. Here it is. We'll start this at $10. I can give you the idea of size by holding it in my hand here. I'm going to say it's about a 2-inch across, maybe. Yeah. And so there's the pin. Here's the back. And the mark, if I remember now where it is, Hang on, I put the brighter light here so I can see what I'm doing. I know it's marked. I just gotta find it. Oh yeah, it's in that top corner. Let me see if I can get it on the camera here. Right there, and this, it's marked right there, right by the pin. Sterling. Anyway, so that is that. And I'm just trying to line things up here for the rest of it here. It's going to be mostly necklaces. I've got another pair of earrings, and pretty much all necklaces. A lot of necklaces tonight. I'm just trying to untangle my mess. Unfortunately, I didn't. Usually I try to set things up so I don't have to mess with things being tangled up, but no excuse. Just a necklace that's all tangled up into one of the earrings. Just trying to undo it here. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. There, I'll keep that all tangled. All right. Goodness gracious. All right, let me get back to the screen here, see what's going on. Not much. No interest in the pin. Yeah, sort of. Look at the excuse me. Boy, cough drop didn't last long. Yeah, it's sort of like the Wells Fargo. It's true. Yeah, good point. All right, we'll pass. And pull that. And I got another sterling necklace that is something my wife actually made. Not the necklace itself. I mean, she combined the materials, I should say. Right? And let me bring it up close here. So the necklace and the piece holding the quartz crystal are sterling, and I'll show it up close here in a minute. Oh, hey, Chris. Nice for you. That's okay. You can always go back and, go back at the video, and if you see something, email me about it later. That's fine. Hope you're doing well. Hope wherever you are, weather's tolerable. I forget where you are. I should know. I have your mailing address and everything. I just drawing a blank right now. But not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. So, sterling necklace and quartz pendant. We'll start this. Oops, misspelled necklace. Hang on. Spell check gets me over. Texas. Okay, yeah. Texas Houston, I know, got snow. I saw that. We have friends in outside of Austin, in Georgetown. So we hear from them a lot. And I have friends in Austin, actually, as well. All right, we'll start this. And what did I want for this? $12 start. And we'll show it up close here in a minute. Okay. So it is a really nice quartz piece, by the way. And it is, quartz is, it has these little, what's the word I'm looking for? But it's got these, you see the stuff inside the quartz, and it's not fissures. What am I looking for? But anyway, so what's holding it is this sterling silver hand. piece going around it here on the top. Nice quartz piece. Roughly about, I'd say, an inch and a half long, roughly. And then the chain is an open link, what I call them, like an open link style. Very light, not a heavy chain by any means. There's the clasp. It is not marked. It's just that we know my wife made it, and she knows where she got the material, and it was sourced from a reputable company. So we know the material is all. The hand holding this might be marked. I don't know. I never thought to check that, but it might be. But it is silver. Is this something that she made? Oh, I have to say, close to 30 years ago. So, technically, vintage. Yeah, Houston got snow. Yeah. I was telling the story earlier. They were showing a picture here in the local news of Burlington, which is up. They got a lot less snow in the valley than we did here in the mountains. So they had about maybe 2 inches of snow on the ground total. And New Orleans is 6 inches of snow on the ground total. When they did the broadcast earlier, it's like, yeah, it's really funny. But New Orleans wasn't as cold as we were. We got down to 6 below last night. So, and that's not including any kind of wind chill factor. So, anyway, so there's the necklace. If there's any interest in that, I think. Oh, I see Kristen at 12. So we're going to say going once. Oops, I keep doing this to myself. Remember to click back on the comment field. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Chris for $12. Thank you, Chris. You write your name down. And yeah, I saw where northern part of Texas got snow not too long ago as well. So there. Okay. Now I do have a pair of. Let me see if I can display them properly here. I have a screwback earrings, and I was talking to my wife about this because, like I said, we have a lot of supplies. We just couldn't remember if I have any gold tone hooks I could. These are hematite earrings, and I couldn't remember if I had any gold tone shepherd's hooks or something like that to replace the screwback. Let me just actually not put that one on there. So I'll show you the thing up close here. But it's a nice hematite piece. Looks like an arrow, like an arrowhead shape. Flat on that side and kind of tapered on that side, as you can see. And you can see it's a gold tone screwback. No markings on it. I don't even remember where we got this. But you can see let me see if I can hold it properly. There we go. So you can see how it hangs, and there's the screwback. I'm just gonna put that on there just to keep it off. Get this black thing off the back of it here. There we go. Okay. So hematite earrings. I don't think I was asking a whole lot for these. $4 start. So if somebody, oops, what did I just do? If somebody was interested in maybe trying to change it themselves, or if you if I could find the pieces, I could try to convert them to a shepherd hook type of thing. I don't think I have any pin type, post type backings. I could look, but we didn't have a lot of gold tone stuff for years, and then we did get some for a while, and then we didn't. But anyway, if there's any interest, I thought I'd put it out there. There are some people, I guess, that still use screw back earrings, so they don't have pierced ears. So, but this kind of shows you how it hangs. Take it off of there. And my wife says she never, I don't think she ever wore screw back earrings, but there. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Well, it's up. Okay. Let me just cross that off my list. All right. All right. Oops, I didn't put that up on the screen. That's all right. Pass on that. Like I said, I am going to dig into my supplies and see if there's something in them. Maybe I'll bring these back with a post or a shepherd's hook in the future. Okay. How about a gold tone necklace? Oops, I thought that one on there. And what did you say this was? I know I had to cross it out. Oh, rhodonite. I got a rhodonite stone on this one. I'm just trying to. I untangled it up somehow. Give me just a second to untangle the chain. It's. Ay. What did I do? Don't have my tweezers up here. I know at one of the auctions, some of you are familiar with her. She hates the untangled jewelry that comes in a big pile. I thrive on it. I love doing it. It's like doing a puzzle, which is what we do in the summer, in the wintertime. We do jigsaw puzzles. I have a ton of them. Okay, so this is a gold tone chain. Oops, let me bring the camera up a little higher here. Get this other stuff off screen here a little bit. And that is a pink rhodonite. So let's see if we can spell it right here. We'll start this at $4. So let me bring it up. It doesn't show really well on that one. Let me bring it on board. Sometimes the black works and sometimes it doesn't. And I think it's pretty long too. I think this is like I want to say it's a 20-inch chain on it. So there it is on the whiteboard. Hang even there. So just to give you an idea how it looks like. Come on, focus. There. Cute little pink rhodonite stone in there. I'll show you up close. Let me get the link to the chain too before I forget. 18-inch chain. There's the clasp. No markings on it that I know of. I can see. And yeah. Focus on. There we go. You can see the little pink rhodonite in there, then gold tone piece hanging. There's an accent piece. So 18 is to this, and then this stick obviously goes down a little further. There was no extension on there at all. So let me lay it flat here. So Get a better look at it. Well, while I set this next piece up. What is the length of this one? I'm going to do this in advance here so I don't have to think about it. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of unique, I think, sort of. I don't know if there's I didn't see any kind of a tag on it or any kind of marking to indicate a manufacturer. Nothing on the back. I didn't show the back of that. There's the back. Alrighty, we'll pass on that. And as long as I'm just doing it this way, I think I'm going to put this one the same way. This was a simple little silver tone chain. Brand new. Still has, and I'll show you why I know it's brand new. Oops. Oh, I see Marlene at 4. Okay, we'll call that sold. There's nobody else out there. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put that aside for you then. Okay. All right. I've got this. It's American Eagle Outfitters. Here's the original price on the back. Look at that. $17.50. I think this is about, what did I say, 18 inch? I think, roughly. Yeah, 18 inch. There's the clasp. Come on. It's a very, and you can see the American Eagle, American Eagle logo on the little hang thing, on the hang tag there. Right there, AE. This is a silver tone. Apparently they thought it was worth enough to put a security sensor on this thing. And all there is for what there is on the end is just a simple little heart. Man. And you see it's a very delicate chain. Just this little heart at the end. Bring this up. I think the camera slid down. That's part of the problem I was running into. There we go. So, there we go. Untangle that a little bit. Okay. American Eagle necklace. We'll start this at $4 also. How's that? I'll get this other one lined up for show here. And put that up there. Let me grab a sip of water. See if that'll help my throat a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot I had these other pieces over here. Shoot. That. And I have no idea what to ask for it either. Okay. My puppy doesn't like. Oh, I see Lynn. Okay, I see one in there, Lynn. Okay, we'll say sold to Lynn for $4. Thank you, Lynn. There you go, the American Eagle Outfitters. And we'll put that with your other stuff. Thank you. And I have, I got one set up. I got a couple more. I got a Two more necklaces to go here. All right, let's bring this one up on there. I think it shows nicely on this, so that's why I'm going to show it here. Get this board out of the way. I know the black doesn't work well, but it just hangs so nicely compared to the white board. I should get a white one or a gray one of these. 7 years old. Yeah, ours is 2.5. But she's short-legged because she's a basset, and stairs are not her favorite thing. So I'm upstairs, and she's downstairs, probably whining because I'm upstairs. So, okay. What did I say? Oh, yeah. I looked this one up. I didn't measure it. I think this is only 16-inch. It does have extension, though, so maybe even shorter than that without the extension. So let me see here for a second real quick. Yeah, it's only 14-inch. It has a 2-inch extension, so it can be up to 16-inch easily. And there's no name on this. It's a very faintly gold tone chain with that little rhinestone in the middle. Yeah, we've had many dogs. We've had golden retrievers, border collie, wolfhound mix. I know I'm forgetting something here. A lab mix, a corgi dachshund mix. My wife originally had a miniature, I guess it was like a mini poodle type dog. Poodle. Yeah, we've had a lot. All right, let's go with this guy here. What did I call this one in my notes? Okay, so I think this is just the surgical steel, necklace with a rhinestone. So I'm just going to call this a rhinestone necklace, just for a description for here, just if somebody's interested. And we're going to start this one at $4 also. Yes. So, so here's the class. You can see it's kind of a faded gold tone color. It's not showing up really well on camera, but it is sort of a faded gold tone color. And there's the extension that I mentioned. The chain itself has this pattern in it of chain and little bead-like things in the chain. And then the pendant itself, there's the back. There's what I think is a rhinestone. It's actually a pretty nice one. I did not test it, so I'm pretty sure it's just a rhinestone. Or a crystal. So it does have an interesting pattern in the chain, as you can see. Come on, focus. There we go. And like I said, if I go the full length of it, it looks like it'd be about 16 or 18 inches, I would say. I'm trying to hook it here. My arthritis is not cooperating. There we go. So let's now hanging with the full extension. So yeah, I've got one video out, in a short video that's still, I think, still on my YouTube channel, of her when she was the first summer we got her, when she was about 9 or 10 months old. That's out there, her running around the backyard. So, 100 pounds. Ooh, that's bigger than anything we've had. I think the heaviest one we had was 65 or 70. That would have been one of the Goldens, I think. Because the last dog we had was a yellow lab mix, and maybe mountain cur in her as well, because she had a black tongue. And she was around 60, 65 pounds, in that range, I think. So, but yeah, yeah, we've always had dogs of one sort or another growing. I had them growing up we had beagles when I was a kid, and mutts as well. So, yep, yep. This one is the Basset, the hound. That if she sees somebody in the driveway, she, as my wife says, she speaks the language for people. She howls. I should get her on video sometime. So, alrighty, no interest in. No, I didn't put this up on the screen, but that's all right. Nobody interested in the rhinestone necklace, so we will pull that. I'm not sure what piece I got from the estate. So I think it's just. I think I don't believe the. At first, I thought these might be crystal, but I think they're just. Oh boy, that's not showing up well at all on black. Let me switch it to this board. There is no clasp on this. It is just a continuous. I'm going to say about 20 something inch. Let me put the math here. 24. Yep. So it's black, silver, and red. Let me see if I can stand this up. My stand broke, and so I'm trying to fix it. There we go. There. It's red, silver with silver in between each of the red beads, and then black. So it's either red and silver or red and black. So red, black, red, silver, red, black, all the way around, and it's a continuous necklace. So, so I'm going to call this the red, silver, black necklace. I don't know the material. I think it could be just acrylic. So we won't ask any more than $5 for this, or starting at $5, let's say. See if there's any interest at all. I'm going to write this down because I didn't have it on my list. Any interest in that? Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, good, gives good vibes necklace. Oh, okay. Let me bring it up close so you can see the material yourself. And then I'll grab it off of here and show it in my hand. I always like to show it against a flesh tone because it gives people a better idea, I think, of how it looks when you're wearing it. So you can see the pattern, you know, red, black, red, silver, red, silver, red, black. And that's continuous all throughout. It's one big continuous necklace. Yep, I have that coming up next, actually. The butterfly brooch somewhere here. Oh, I had it in my hand. What did I do with it? Oh, come on. Oh, goodness gracious. What did I do with it? Let's knock it down. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Should knock it down somewhere. Did hit something at the floor. What was that? Give me a moment. I'll leave that up for a moment while I look for that. Oh my. I must have knocked it down. Whoa. Oh my. Now what did I do with it? I had that in my hand just a minute ago. Huh. Goodness gracious. I'm really confused. Pardon me, I'm still looking. Where did it? Huh. Oh well. Huh. I thought I might have knocked it down, but I don't see it. Well, I'll keep looking here. All right, we're done with this, so we'll. Yeah, it flew away. So, really interesting. I didn't. Huh. Yeah, I know it's almost 10:30. I gotta pack it. I'm trying to get through things quickly here. So as we get near the end here. All right. Um, all right. This was in the preview, so I should show it. And this is another necklace with a silver tone chain, and it looks like to me this. I think this is glass. It's cold, and it's a 18-inch chain. There's the back. There's the front. Kind of a swirly painted pattern. I not exactly a Rorschach test, but there was no markings on here that I could find. And there are the chain, silver tone chain. But we'll call this, scenery pendant, sort of, yeah, sort of. Let me type in here. I wasn't going to ask a lot for this, as I recall. $5. If anybody's interested, I'll show it again up close here. I can get the glare off of it. Let me move the light away. There we go. That's better. Not so intense with the glare. Kind of a, I don't know what you call that pattern, but it's interesting. So I see Chris at 5. Well, thanks. So, okay, Chris, I'm going to go quick. I'm not going to do the gold one. I just because I'm running late, and I got to get up for work in the morning. So we're going to say sold to Chris for $5. Thank you, Chris. Oops, I can't spell sold. Good grief! I'm trying to type in. I'm getting. Alrighty. Okay, thank you, Chris. And you put that with your other stuff. And I'm trying to show what else I had in the preview. I think this was in the preview as well. This gold tone chain. And write Chris's name down so I don't forget her. Right. Okay. So this is a bright gold, I guess you call it, tone chain. I don't know what to. I'm trying to figure out what to type in here for description. But it's going to be $4. I'm going to call this the bright gold tone necklace. We'll start that at $4. What did I say? $4, right? Yeah, $4. And it does have a couple of green stones in there, and some, or it could be acrylic. I don't know. I did not check to see what they were. No markings. There's the back. The chain itself looks like about 20-inch. Yeah. Well, with the extension, at least 20, maybe 22. It's a very bright gold, very delicate little chain, as you can see. And it's what do we call it? We wouldn't call it rose gold. It's more of a, because rose gold is more coppery kind of looking. This is kind of what I would call bright. But a cloud design. Oh, okay. Okay. Did not know that. So this pendant. Okay. Let me see here what else I have left. I want to make sure I show everything I had in the preview. Oh, I got one that was in the preview. This one wasn't. This one was. So I'm not going to worry about that one. And we will go with this last one and then call it a night probably. I will bring that brooch. I'm sure that butterfly brooches are around here somewhere. It must have fallen. I have everything on a shelf behind me, so I can just turn around, grab a piece, and put it on the table. It must have slid off. This is an old house. Nothing's level. So we will pass on this. And then I'm just going to show one other item that I had in the preview, which is a very unusual piece. I think it's just acrylic on leather. And let me get rid of that message. And we'll do this at $4. So, and there's a, there's a clasp for the, and with an extension on it. And there's this bluish thing. It's this color on the back. And it's not too thick. Kind of a swirly pattern. It's very, oddly enough, it's really cool to the touch, but not cold. But I still think it's acrylic. It's translucent. You can, well, maybe see it'll show on the camera, but you can sort of see a little bit light through it. But anyway, yeah, I will definitely show it next week. I think, yeah, next week. Next week is the 29th. Yes, I have an appointment in the afternoon, but no, I will definitely do that. So, okay, we will pass on that. And I'll switch cameras, even though I probably shouldn't, because of my scruffy looking face. I didn't shave in the last few days, so I look a little scruffy. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. And if you go back through the video and you see something that didn't sell and you're interested, just email me, and I'd be more than happy to help out. If you need me to hold off on shipping, let me know that too in an email. And I can do that, hold items for a while. And I do typically invoice with PayPal, but I have been using Zelle for a couple of folks lately, and that's okay. I have a Zelle account set up. I also have Venmo, and I also have Cash App. So I can accommodate you pretty much any way you want, but you need to let me know that otherwise. So you're welcome, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I need to get some rest because I got to get up early tomorrow to go to work. And it's not snowing, so I don't have to get even earlier to go plow the driveway, thankfully. But, okay. Everybody have a great evening and a blessed weekend, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Lord willing.